Hello, it's Alex Goodall here from Internet Professionals, and in this video I'm going to show how you can estimate what a website is worth. And I'm going to do that by using a tool that I've come across recently, and I'm going to do it by estimating the value of a website on Flippa, which potentially I could buy on auction. So here I am on Flippa. This is where I'm going to start, and I've done a search on Flippa, and my requirements of the search, my criteria on the search, is that I'm just looking for websites with a monthly revenue of up to $200, and I've also just looked for websites where the reserve has been met. And in just going down, I very quickly came across this site, hdsongs.com. It's only at $35 at the moment. I'm sure that's going to go up. It's still got 29 days to go. But why it's quite attractive is that it's got a fairly high monthly uniques, over 7,500 monthly uniques, and it's got some revenue, not a high monthly revenue, which means that the cost of the site shouldn't be too high because the revenue is quite low, but the traffic is quite high. So that looks to me, with my limited experience of evaluating websites, it looks to me like a good site to keep an eye on. So what I would want to do is say, where should I be expecting to bid? What sort of price range should I be expecting to bid for that site? By the way, the same method of evaluating websites you could use to evaluate your own website to see what value of asset that you've created with the websites that you've already got. Now, before doing the evaluation, well, let's first of all look at the listing on Flippa in more detail. So that's the page on Flippa. I don't need to spend too much time actually looking at this listing, and you'll see why in a moment. But we can see it's based on WordPress, it's 7 months old, it's got 0 page rank, but the traffic is going up quite quickly over the last few months. AdSense revenue has oscillated. Most of the revenues from AdSense, $14, there's $3 from something else. There's the traffic health, 2 and a bit pages per session, bounce rate of under 50%, couple of minutes duration. So it looks not too bad. So let's actually go and look at the site as well, just briefly. It's a song site, and well, Indian oriented, Indian, Hindi, some English. Don't know what Coke Studio is. So it's an Indian music site primarily. And how's it making money? Well, there's the AdSense. I guess that ad's showing up because I have visited Flippa recently. There's some AdSense, and it's showing Alibaba because I've been looking at Alibaba of late. Okay, so it's got some AdSense in the middle of the listings and up here. And if we go to one of the links, it opens a new page, starts playing the song, I guess, and it's showing AdSense, and you can see there's definitely room for improvement here. There's not enough text on this page. Let me just stop that. So there isn't enough text on this page for it to really, for Google to really understand what it's about. There is obviously room for improvement by getting better adverts appearing. But this video isn't about how much you can improve a site, but just looking to see what it's worth as it stands. So now we've got a sense of what the site is like. Let's go back to the listing, and I'm going to capture this Flippa URL and then go to the tool that helps me evaluate the worth of the site. And this is the tool that I'm going to use. It's part of the Website Investors website, and if you subscribe at the bronze level, which is the lowest cost, then at the time I'm doing this, it's a single payment of $10 to get the bronze facilities. And you get a little PDF which covers some case studies about website investing and a few tips. But the most valuable part of that really is this website business estimator, and I think even if you're not planning to do website investing, just as a way of evaluating your own websites, this is quite a useful tool, I think. And basically all you do is you fill in the information in this little form, and at the bottom it will tell you what the website is worth within a range. But if you're evaluating a site on Flippa, then you can get a long way just by putting the URL into there. and it will extract whatever information is provided by the website seller on Flippa and populate the form with that information. And it's done that, and it's got most of the information there. So you can see average monthly revenues $19 over the past 3 months. Monthly revenue trend is up sharply. Monthly average net income is $16, which we saw. The net income is up sharply over the last 6 months. There's an average unique visitors. Monthly unique visitors trend is also up sharply. They're all good trends there, obviously. Page views is 22,500 approximately. Page view trend is up sharply. The revenue source it hasn't identified, but we know it's AdSense, so we'll select that. The traffic source is primarily Google. It did say that. We may not have seen it, but it did say that on the site, so I'll put in organic search engine. Months using current business model. This is the number of months this website has been earning revenue with substantially the same source of revenue and traffic. That is 0 to 5 months. Information availability. So how confident are we that the information is correct? Well, without talking to the person and seeing the information made available not just as images but as live websites, I can't really say high confidence. I've no reason to assume low confidence, so let me choose medium confidence for that. The platform is in fact WordPress, and the Google PageRank is 0. It seems to have come up with a figure already, but let me submit the information and scroll down. Okay, and it's given me a range from 269 to 485 and a median value of $377. So that's a good figure. If I had put high confidence up here, then that all these figures would go down. If I put low confidence, obviously these figures would go up. But it gives me a sense of what I should be paying for this site. So I may set myself an upper limit, say of $400. And remember the current net income is about $16 per month. There's quite a lot of traffic going to there, 7,500 visitors per month, and it's on an upward trend, so that is likely to go up. So I could make some guess as to what I could do to increase that monthly net income, doing better with the AdSense, getting more AdSense. Maybe I could double that, even triple that. You can make quite substantial differences in AdSense income just by making some small changes. So if I were to double that and make that, and that was say $32 per month, or even triple it. Let's say I could triple that, which is not an unreasonable expectation with a bit of effort. Then that would be $48 a month. Let's say $50 a month. And if I'm paying $400, then in 8 months I could get my money back, which is a pretty good return. So within 8 months I'd have made my $400 back, and after that it'd be pure profit. And maybe I could push up the traffic and you get even more income. Maybe I could add an opt-in form and capture people's email addresses and do other affiliate sales, do email marketing as well, and substantially increase the income. So that's an example of how one can use this web business value estimator, which I think is very easy to use, and it's created by Jeff Hunt, who's the author of Web Investors. He's a very experienced web investor. He's got a portfolio of over 300 sites. He's bought over 300 sites, so he knows what he's talking about. This is, I assume, what he uses to do an initial evaluation of the value of the site. There's many other factors that go into deciding whether it's the right site to buy, obviously, and that's covered in the more advanced parts of his course. But I think as a way to even if you're just going to play around a bit on Flippa, I think the $10 just to get hold of this website evaluator is easily worth the money. So that's the end of this video. I hope you've found it helpful. and it's Alex Goodall from Internet Professionals logging off. Bye bye for now.